Welcome, everyone, and greetings from Washington, D.C. I'm Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, and in addition to representing New Jersey's 12th District, I'm a co-founder and co-chair of the Congressional Caucus on Black Women and Girls, along with my colleagues, Robin Kelly and Yvette Clark. I'd first like to thank the Associate Alumnae of Douglas College and the Black Alumni Network for inviting me to speak at the Jewel Plummer Cobb Sisters Conference. This is a special moment for the AADC and BAN as you commemorate your 100th and 40th anniversaries. In calling attention to the most pressing social issues of our time, you carry on in the footsteps of those who came before you and work toward a brighter future for those who will follow in yours. I'd also like to take the time to acknowledge the leaders of BAN and the AADC who played an integral role in putting together this conference. BAN's president, Candace Reynolds, committee chair Dorothy Clay, and the ever-capable members of the Sisters Conference Committee. Also, I want to extend a special thanks to AADC Executive Director Valerie Anderson and AADC President Jean Fox for their outstanding leadership. Before I was elected to Congress, I served in the New Jersey General Assembly, where I had the pleasure of working closely with Jean Fox on environmental issues. I also worked with her when I was a part of the executive branch of government in New Jersey. Jean and I have a shared commitment to public service that goes back 3 decades, and I am proud to call her a dear friend. In 2015, I became the first Black woman to represent New Jersey in Congress. 2015, that was just 7 years ago, and think about that. In the 250-year history of the United States, it took until just a few years ago for a Black woman to represent our state in Washington. I hope that my election to Congress and the work that I've done in Washington since that time lets Black girls and young women in our state know that there is no limit to what they can achieve. Serving the communities of New Jersey's 12th District has been one of the greatest honors of my life, and I wake up every day grateful for that opportunity. That being said, it is unacceptable that it took centuries for someone who looks like me to be able to hold this seat. Of course, this isn't just a New Jersey problem, and it isn't just a problem in Congress. From school boards to executive boards, Black women are shut out of rooms where decisions are made. My own experience motivated me to launch the caucus on Black women and girls alongside of my colleagues, as I've said, Yvette Clark and Robin Kelly. Congress, like so many of our nation's most powerful institutions, was designed for and by white men. For that reason, the legislative process has at best sidelined and at worst actively harmed Black women for as long as the United States has been a country. To this day, Congress is only about 11% Black, with Black women making up less than 5% of the House and not holding a single seat in the Senate. Black women deserve a voice in policymaking. It's the caucus's mission to be that voice by advocating for policies that center the unique needs of Black women and girls, like criminal justice reform, equity in maternal health care, and gun violence prevention, and so many more issues. We are using our role as members of Congress to realize our vision of a country that views Black women as essential, not expendable. You will soon have the opportunity to participate in enlightening discussions on the importance of including Black women in our communities, in our nation, and as global citizens. I'd like to thank the 4 amazing Black women who are taking the time today to facilitate these discussions. BAN, the AADC, and everyone here today have a partner in the Caucus on Black Women and Girls. we're toward the same goal, pulling Black women from the margins to the mainstreams of society and bringing them into spaces that have historically excluded them. Increasing representation for its own sake is not enough. As a co-chair of the caucus, I have made it my mission to truly ensure that Black women have a voice in making the decisions that shape our nation. To build an America that works for all, public policy must center the lived experiences of Black women, because we are not a footnote and we will not be ignored. Earlier this year, the caucus released a report titled An Economy for All, Building a Black Woman Best Legislative Agenda. Our data-driven report, which is informed by the work of former Labor Chief Economist Janelle Jones, Black Women Best Framework, argues that when the economy is working better for Black women, it's inherently working better for everyone. Black women are essential. We are essential drivers of our nation's economy, yet we are often hit hardest by economic decline and are the last to benefit from economic growth. The Black Women Best Report proposes that the government enact policies ranging from guaranteed income to a federal housing guarantee and so much more. It's a long and comprehensive report, but the key takeaway from our findings is simple. An equitable economy is a better economy for all Americans. And to achieve that goal, we must bring Black women from economic peril to prosperity. Today's discussions will highlight many principles of the Black Women Best Framework, including equal pay for equal work, fair housing, and building generational wealth. It's fitting that this conference is named in honor of Dr. Jewel Plummer Cobb, an educator, biologist, and trailblazer who served as the dean of Douglas College from 1976 to 1981. Through her leadership in cancer research, higher education, and more, Dr. Cobb showed Black women everywhere that there is no limit to how high we can soar. Her spirit and impact will be deeply missed and forever remembered. In Dr. Cobb's honor, we have the privilege of sharing a special tribute from her son, Dr. Roy Jonathan Cobb, who joins us today. I want to thank you again for inviting me to speak today. I hope that this conference offers you a chance to gather, to learn, and be inspired together. Thank you, and God bless you.